Hey everybody, I am going to review some of the nail grinders out there today and let you see how they work and demonstrate how to do your dog's nails. Hopefully this video is a little bit better. My daughter is not the best cameraman, so I'm trying to do this with just using the tripod. So here we go. Today we're going to review the Dremel brand Paw Control. So this one is a rotary grinder, and I am using the Diamond G big Casey bit on it. It has a polishing cup in the top as well as the grinding on the side. I love this because the Diamond G bit, because it has the shaft down here so you don't get the hair wrapped around. This prevents you from killing your grinders. So this is one of my favorite grinders, and I have had this one for many years now. It has these attachments it comes with and the sandpaper discs. I don't like those. I really like to use the diamond bits. They stay cool so it doesn't get painful to the dogs quick by it getting too hot, and they're just a lot better, and I like how smooth it makes the nails. So we got the big Casey on here, but this is the Paw Control by Dremel, and it has multiple settings. I like the multiple settings. The size of it isn't too bad. You can see it's a little larger, but it's not giant. I can fit my hand around it pretty easily. I like the grip it has, so that's good. Noise level, it's not too bad. I usually use it on the level 3, so it's off. 1. Now 1 is what I would use on a young puppy or a dog that has not been used to having its nails done yet. 2 goes a little bit faster, and 3 is where I'm usually at. 4 I don't normally use. You see that has a high-pitched sound. Okay. The others I'm going to review. So this is the actual Diamond G Dremel. You can see it is extremely small. The Diamond G is from Groomer's Best Friend. By the way, guys, I get paid nothing for this. I'm not, receiving any incentive, but if there's any products out there that want me to give them a try and give them a review, I'd be happy to. Anyhow, so this is the Diamond G by Groomer's Best Friend. It is extremely small. You can see how that fits in my hand. It is very nice for its size. It's very lightweight, so you're not getting a lot of strain on your wrist from it. So I do like how small it is. It allows you to get into smaller places. If you have a toy-sized dog, this thing is really nice for its size to be able to get in there and do the dog's nails. On this one, I have the Lil Lola, which is the same thing as a big Casey, except for it's just a little bit smaller. It has the shaft that goes all the way down so you don't get hair wrapped around, ruining the Dremel or causing pain to the dog, pulling out hair. It has the main area for nail grinding, and then it has the polishing cup. I love the polishing cups, by the way. And then I just recently got in this one. This is one of those whisper quiet grinders, and I wanted to give one a try, so I ended up getting myself one out of my Christmas bonus from work. So this is the Casfuy. I apologize if I'm saying it incorrectly. It's Casfuy. It's a nice size. It is kind of in between. It is bigger than the Diamond G, but it is slightly smaller than the Dremel, and it comes in multitude of colors. So I was like, okay, let's get this. Now I can't use my Diamond G bit on it. It does have a diamond type bit on it, and it says this has a brush motor, so it's supposed to be a lot more quiet, and they say it's under 40 decibels, and it does have this down here to change the speed on, so it has multiple speeds. They do have a couple different ones, and this is the more powerful one that I got. I do a lot of dogs and a lot of different sizes of dogs. So I do like that it's adjustable down here. It's 3, 4, 5. So yes, it is pretty quiet. They also advertise that 6. They also advertise that this is has less vibration. However, I did try it out yesterday, and I feel like that when it's being used on the dog, it actually vibrates on their nail a little bit more than what the others do, at least with my Diamond G bits on them. All right, so this also has lights, has dual lights on it, and blind you. So yeah, it has dual lights on it. So that helps to light up the nails. So if you're going blind as I am, you can see a little bit better. It does have the guard on it. I'm going to be taking that off to use this. I don't like guards. I find that they tend to get in the way. However, of the different types of guards that I've seen, because that Paw Control comes with a guard, I don't like it at all. This guard looks like it will allow you to get the nail a little bit closer to the quick than what a lot of other guards do. So it's easy to remove. Yay. Also, this guard is supposed to collect the dust apparently, but I don't know where it would collect it into, because that does not look like it would actually really, I mean, maybe, I don't know. All right, Bear Bear is going to be our demonstrator. Where did you find that sock at? Seriously, where did you just find that sock? Okay, so Bear loves socks. Bear, come here. Come here. Say hi, Bear. There you are. All right, so before I start doing his nails, I'm going to let you see what they look like here and how we trim them. Okay, so I'm going to move this down and zoom in a little bit. All right, when you're trimming your dog's nails, you want to put your finger on the pad to support it. You take your thumb and you pull back the hair so you can see the nail, and then you put gentle pressure. Don't pinch, okay? I mean, literally, I am just holding it here so that it stays steady, so that the nail grinder is not going to vibrate and send his little toe all over the place. So finger on the pad, use your thumb, pull back the hair, and just hold that like that so that it's comfortable for the dog. All right, the first one that we are going to use is going to be my Dremel, the Paw Control. Hi, Bear. All right. So I take off the tip first. Good boy. Then I go down the side a little bit, and then I do the other side. Oh, baby, what's going on? That didn't get too close. All right, sorry, let me get him comfortable. Okay. So do the front, do the side, do the side. Sometimes need to catch a little from underneath. And then I polish it and the polishing cup to get rid of any rough edges. Yes, you good boy. Okay. So then the next one that we're going to do, say I'm okay, it didn't really hurt, I was being dramatic. Try and get him in a position, he's kind of big for my lap. All right, so the next one, we're going to use the Diamond G. So this one has 3 different levels to it. That's level 2, and that's level 3. That's pretty loud to me. I don't like that. So we're probably going to use this at the level 2. So we will take off the tip, take off the outside edges. Easy, buddy. So as you can see, when I'm holding the pad, I don't always stay with the tip of my finger. I'll kind of support the pad with the base of my finger, but I do always pull the hair back and support the back of the nail so the nail doesn't go vibrating all over the place with my thumb. And then we'll use the end of it. We'll polish it up. All right, so that one was really loud in my opinion. I think that's louder than the Dremel is. It definitely vibrates in my hand a lot more than the Dremel does. I don't feel like it vibrates on his nail too bad, but it definitely vibrates in my hand more. I love the size. I don't like the sound. All right, so now we're going to do this Whisper Quiet one that has the brush motor to it, and it has this type. It does not have a polishing cup at the end. It's convex, actually, instead of concave. So that's a bummer. I wish that I actually had a polishing cup at the end of it, because that would be a lot nicer. It does look to be a little more on the coarse side for its diamonds. All right, so we're gonna put on like a 3. You see it's pretty quiet. Now then, as soon as I get here to the nail though, I feel like there's more vibration. He seems a little more uncomfortable with this one, to be honest, because of the vibration on his nail. So while the noise he's fine with, as soon as you touch his nail, you're going to see him react a little bit more. See how he's pulling his head away and he's panting a little more about it. And like I said, this one does not have a polishing cup. So I'm just going to do my best to round off all the sharp edges. All right, and that's that Casfuy, C-A-S-F-U-Y. You can find that one on Amazon. We'll go back to the Dremel one more time for his last nail on this foot. Actually, we didn't do the dew claw, and I'll show you how I do the dew claw in a minute. Hey, buddy. So, I don't know, he's pulling away on this one a lot too, but this one does not seem to vibrate as much on his nail itself. It feels a lot smoother when you're using it. And then you can just easily do the polish like this. It's all right, buddy. You want a treat? You've been such a good boy. You want a treat? You do? You want a treat? All right, so he's gonna get a treat because he's been such a good boy. Yeah, the bear wants a treat. So that makes everything better, doesn't it? Okay. Num, 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 num. All right, and then let me show you how I do the dew claw, because yes, I do need dew claws on the dogs, and let's use this new one that I've never used before and see how this works for the dew claw. So you have to kind of separate the toe a little bit away from the body, but not far, because you don't want to pull on it. That could hurt them. And again, you just support from below with your finger, pull the hair back with your thumb, and do your best to keep the nail out there. So I'm going to see how this thing will work to do a dew claw. All right, Bear, you're going to have to help work with me here, because this is kind of hard to get to. So it does vibrate more on that nail. So let's try this other dew claw just because it's easier for me to hold. Hey, bud. Let me get him comfortable. Okay. Good boy. All right, so this one's not so difficult to get to just because of the angle. It's all right, buddy. You're doing good. There you go. Good boy. Good boy. It does make pretty quick work of the nails. Like I said, it does stay quiet. So when the dog is a little bit anxious about having their nails done, it's important to make sure that you are going in an angle that does not cause a whole lot of vibration on the nail. And you'll find that if you hit it in a certain way, it'll make it vibrate more. So the fact that this one does vibrate more so than the others bothers me a little bit. Bear, get your butt on the lap. Come here, buddy. Ooh. Okay. My lap is not big enough for the bear. Not one doing nails. Couch would be a lot better. And yes, of course, you can do their nails on the grooming table. But I oftentimes will do their nails where I can have them more comfortable and get them in a better position, and I can listen to them, and we can talk to each other, and we can communicate. Yeah, and I can see, I know it's a little bit stressful. Yeah. Bear has had a lot of training for obedience and stuff, but nails were not being done as often as I do. But, so he's just not, I mean, it's not like he was not cared for. He was very, very well cared for and loved and trained. And yeah, he's an amazing boy, aren't you? Mwah. But I like to do nails like every week or two. And he was probably get them done like once a month or something, which is what most people end up doing. But I find it a lot easier to keep the nails done every week or two and keeping them short that way. Smile, Bear. All right. And then I think I did his back foot yesterday here. What's wrong, bud? You coughing? Yep. All right. So I have both his front feet are done because I did his other front foot last night when I got the new grinder in so I could see what it was like. You're right there. You need a drink after that treat? No, I probably so. All right. So when they're uncomfortable, don't keep the grinder on their nail the whole time. Make sure that you're just doing it a few seconds at a time. Like you touch it and then you move, then you take it off, and then you go to another spot on the nail and you touch it there, and then you take it off. Say hi, Bear Bear. Say hi, Bear Bear. As a smiling bear. And so when they're really uncomfortable with it, oh, there you go. Thank you, buddy. You would come in, do a little bit for a second, just kind of hit it gently all the way around like this. And if they start to show a lot of discomfort, you know, give them a little bit of a break. Stop for a minute. Give them some lovin's. Say, oh, you're a good boy, you're a good girl, or whatever your doggy is. Let them know they're a good doggy. Give them a treat. So, especially if you're first teaching your dog to have their nails ground, give them a treat after each and every single nail. Do one nail, give them a treat. Do the next nail, give them a treat. Once they're a little more comfortable with it and they don't struggle as much, then do an entire foot before you give them a treat. And eventually I just end up giving them a treat at the end of having all 4 feet done. Yeah, so lots of reward, lots of love. Like I said, I like to do this in my lap. If you have a bigger dog, you'll probably want to do it on the couch so that you can have them in your lap. You can lay a towel down so you don't get dust all over the couch or your lap and stuff. You can do it on the grooming table. But I just like to be able to kind of hug and hold the dog and make them feel a little more comfortable when I do their nails. So let's take a look here. Oh, let's see if I can get him where y'all can see. All right. So let's take a look. This nail was done with the Dremel Paw Control and the Diamond G Big Casey. And then this nail was done with the little Lola Diamond G bit on the Diamond G Dremel. And then this one was done with that Whisper Quiet diamond tip Dremel with the Casfuy brand that you find on Amazon. Casfuy, I'm not sure how you say that. So all of them are nice and smooth. I would say that I like the Diamond G Dremel the least, and I like the Diamond G bit the most, and I like the quietness of that Casfuy. But I just wish that it had less vibration on the dog itself. As far as vibrating in your hand, no, it doesn't vibrate very much. But it definitely vibrates more on the dog's nail than the Diamond G bit does. So if they could fix that, which would actually probably be fixed the most easily by having finer diamond tip on it. I think it's a little bit too coarse, and having the coarseness will make it take larger chunks of nail out at a time, and it will cause more vibration on the dog's nail. So you have to be a little more careful with how that one is. But if your dog is sound sensitive, then that is definitely the way to go, is that Casfuy Dremel. I hope you enjoyed.